hey, it's show time! The countdown is on!
To put the ultimate in high-fidelity music listening within the reach of everyone. The tape is now completely rewound, ready for play.
G'day world, welcome to the iSpike show, where everything happens and anything goes. Let's give it up for your MC and host live in the studio. It's iSpike.
Hey, and g'day. How you doing, folks? My name is iSpike Biker Man. I welcome you to the show today, and we've got this little fella here.
Welcome to the wild side.
Oh, yeah, doing the Smokies in the studio. Well, we've got 2 hours of awesomeness coming your way, folks, wherever you are in the world. Let's do it. Turn up them speakers, crank on the music. We got a special guest today, Sam Buckley, and he is such an awesome guy. We had a great show on the Global Bikers and Trikers Nation on Facebook there, and here we are on the YouTuber Rooney, and we're gonna do it. Let's do it. Yeah, rock on, brothers, rock on, sisters. Good to have you here. Yeehaw. Yeah. 2, 3, 4. Now, we get a lively bunch in the house already. Fantastic. Good to have you here, folks. Let's take them off and welcome each and every one of you here. We'll do a bit of a roll call shortly, as I always like to try and keep up on top of the chat. Fantastic. We have the man himself, I noticed, in the house. Sam's here, and welcome to Dimboola Bladeworks. G'day, Dimboola Bladeworks. Do you have a first name, a nickname, a name other than Dimboola? Otherwise, Dimboola it is. Good, and welcome to the family, mate. I have clicked. You should actually be blue like everyone else, but that little button doesn't seem to be working. I keep pressing it. Dimboola is now a moderator for your channel. It says that, yet you keep popping up and you're not blue like everyone else. And it's my way of, it's not about moderating, it's my way of saying thanks very much for spending a little bit of time with us. Awesome. You might even consider this one here.
Jump on the bus, spell bus backwards.
Hey, what's that there? I'll do it again because it's pretty radical, isn't it? Check this out.
Jump on the bus, spell bus backwards.
Spell bus backwards, that's right. Get around that algorithm. It's not bus for bus, nothing like that, no. But what it is networking. It's meeting people, really awesome people from all corners of the world and various backgrounds and various hobbies, because that's a bit like what the iSpike Army's made up of. A whole bunch of wildness. And each and every one is slightly crazy. You gotta be to be a part of my family, that's for sure. And that's I've lost what I'm talking about, but it doesn't matter. I'm a UT mod, I can't mod. Yeah, I know, mate. I'll show you what's going down. Let's just move that one. We don't even need that one, so we'll close that. Bring this over here, and I'll show you my desktop, so you can see what we got here, folks. You can see the chat. That's it. And we got our brother Dimboola. Let's go there. Johnny, righto, John. And you're a blacksmith. Oh man, that is absolutely awesome. A blacksmith, I love it. And there we go. We're going to click on the button, add, right? There it is. It pops up. Dimboola Bladeworks is now a moderator for your channel. And you should be blue, brother. But if that's not going to work, don't worry. I'll do it another time when it is working. So I'm not going to get all tied up about that. I'd like to welcome everybody. Hang on, we got a black screen. Don't want a black screen. Got to remember all my buttons. Got a lot of buttons here. Let's see now. Let's do a quick little roll call. I'm going to say g'day to, who was her? Captain Jack. Captain Jack was first in the house. G'day, Captain Jack. How are you, mate? Numero uno in the house. We have Rob. Rob's on the side of the road there, waiting for the rest of the gang to turn up. Going for a herb, going for a bit of a ride around. Good on you, Rob. That's Throttle Down Under, folks, in Sydney town. We have Anonymous Biker, US of A, and he too is a bloody legend. Good on you. What do you reckon, Scully?
Hell yeah!
Hell yeah! Look at that, the old Smokey smoking it up. Bloody hell, look out. Hell yeah! We have Sir Matt Man. G'day, Sir Matt Man. How are you, brother? Excellent. What, such a good supporter of the iSpike channel. Matt Man, Sir Matt Man, you little ripper. What do you reckon there, Scully?
You little...
Oh, words right out of my mouth, mate. Hey, we got Drone Days is in the house. How are you, brother, Drone Days? Mad Max, Mohawk Mike, Motorcycles. What's up? Hey, Mike, how you doing, man? Sam, there he is, brother. Hello, listeners. There we go. Excellent, Sam. Ah, brother Mars, the man who's stopped the show, the man who's actually sat in this very seat, 3,000 kilometres all the way here, sat in the seat, and 3,000 kilometres all the way back. Good on you, Mars. I'll never forget that for as long as I live. Mars FPV Drones, folks, and his beautiful, beautiful future wife, Kaz. Ha ha. Oh, there we go. Oh, I'll give you another one. There we go. All right, now we get a smile on the dial. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like that. G'day, Mars. Excellent to have you here, man. We have Ray, Sister Ray in the house. Anna Marie's life at home is Ray. And love you to bits, Ray. Good to have you here, girl. Excellent. Brother Tree, alrighty. My brother, Tree Usher, and I love him to bits. He's he's a fellow West Australian. And he's up nice and early like me. The time now is 7:15 in the morning. That's right. Oh, blimey. Hang on. Hashtag coffee. Yeah. In our neck of the woods, that's what it is. Ponds and More is in the house. G'day, Ponds and More. Folks, as I said, we have such a diverse range of awesomeness of people made up of bloody fantastic people all around the world. And I do encourage you, when you get the chance, to go and check each other out and show that love. Do a little bit of this one.
Enjoying the show? Thumbs up, mate.
Make it rain, man. Make it rain, as we say in the studio. Oh. Roddo's in the house. Good on you, Roddo. How are you, mate? Roddo, our mountain man up there, mountain of women. And good on you, Roddo. Roddo in the house, folks. Yeah, man. Alrighty.
I like it, and I like it a lot.
Yeah, me too, Scully. Me too, mate. Wild Horse and Dogs, 1313, Roddo. Of course, we welcome our brother Dimbula Bladeworks, whose name is John, and he's a blacksmith from where are you from? yeah. Do you make knives too, bro? Wild Horse and Dogs is onto it. Here we go. Customers already. Awesome. Awesome. A nice bit of Hammond organ there, wasn't it, eh? Stuart's in the house. Where? I'm looking. Where is he? There he is. Is it? Yeah, better hang on. Where's Stewie? Can't see him. Where are you, Stu? There you are, the Giants band. We need to get a little ning for the person. G'day, Stuart. How are you, man? The very man, this is t-shirt there, motorcycles, tattoos, and rock and roll blues, folks. That is the man. That is the man through and through. And of course, if it wasn't for Stuart, we wouldn't have this guest that we're going to be bringing on today. That's right. Stuart is like, I guess, the iSpike channel manager behind the entertainment's manager, coordinator, guest, special, super, international guest, star, coordinator, person, agent, manager, man. Part of my people. And he's just freaking awesome. So awesome, in fact, I think we should actually cross over to one of Stu's songs. What do you reckon, folks? What song shall we play? What song? People, those that know, you know Stuart's songs. Please choose one and I'll bang it out for you. So as I chat away, I'm just waiting for a song to turn up in the chat. And this is just a bit of a testing, I guess, of those that remember and the true dedicated fans that know Stuart songs will know, and they'll choose one. Including himself. Roland is in the house. Hello, Roland. How are you, man? Wow, the Nays Angels is here. Like it or not, that's who part we are. Back a little while back, and have your ups and downs. And I guess the downs wouldn't be downs if you didn't care. This is something I've given a lot of thought to, you know. So when things aren't quite right, even if you're really special friends and you're grown up about it, you're adults, but the shit hits the fan, and it does occasionally, and it hurts. And I guess the way, you get all funny about things and you're, fuck, what's going down here? I'm not happy about that. Whatever. Basically, get over it. Get the fuck over it. And this is what I've had to say to myself. Get over it, man. And, go with the flow, agree to disagree. But, life is too short to have hate or upsetness and all that sort of stuff. And basically, you wouldn't have that upsetness if you didn't care in the first place. And that's how I look at it. If someone spits the dummy and they are your friend and you love them to bits, but the shit hits the fan, then, it would not be that way if they didn't care or if you didn't care. And that's what it comes down to. When you boil it back, peel all the crap off, you get down to the core of it. Anyway, only those that know and understand what Nay's Angels or Charlie's Angels reference would know what I'm talking about. And it does not matter, we're not going to go there. But Roland, Mars, iSpike, yeehaw! Yeehaw! I guess that's before we jumped on that motorcycle and went straight down that road, because that's one of my advisors, because I've got some wise people as a part of the iSpike team as we're growing here in the little sort of part of what we're doing and putting out in the world. Anyway, and he said, like, people tune in, and when they tune in, they expect to see a certain sort of thing. And like it or not, as an individual, as a creator, no one likes to be put in a box. They don't like to be put in a box, especially if you've got several different things that you're about, And I'm really I do like the drones a lot. And I do like cameras and that side of things as well. A little bit of tech and things. And I love the motorbikes. And I like me tattoos. And I like my rock and roll blues. Now, that's a shitload of stuff, a whole bunch of different things. And I guess not everybody is into those things that I'm into, I guess. So what I'm doing is I'm fine-tuning the channel so that it becomes what we're doing. And that is a bit like what that t-shirt says, motorcycles, tattoos, and rock and roll blues. So the other stuff, I might even fire up another channel so that I can put my, mixed bag of lollies of stuff on it. Reviews, tech reviews, camera stuff, those sorts of things, other things that I am into. But so we're sticking at this rock and roll, motorcycles and tattoos, and that's what this channel's all about and becoming all about. Let's see how we go with that, eh? And we're going quite well. So far, so good. So far, so good. What a big old rant that was. I'll have a bit of a catch up on the chat. Rightio, Mars. Good on you, mate. I've got one. That's the first one I've just seen. So we'll let's do that. Good on you, mate. This one here is picked or chosen by Mars FPV drones, folks, and it is for everybody all around the world, specifically our friends in Victoria. Freedom Road by the Giants.
Come all you outlaws and believers, come all you angels of the night. Stand up, be counted, and remember to fly your colors is your right. I saw you flying like an eagle all across the southern sky. I saw you looking for an answer with the light of honor in your eyes. With an iron will and the wind in my face, I'll ride forever just to get to this place. Well, I tell you now, I'm ready to explode down on Freedom Road. And as we ride across the border, looking for a promised land, a storm is following behind us to take the victory from our hands. With a rebel yell and the wind in my heels, I'll ride forever just to see how it feels. Well, I feel it now, the seed is sown down on Freedom Road. Freedom Road. Here's to the rock and roll disciples. Here's to the crippled and the lame. Here's to the ones forever burning. Here's to the keepers of the flame. Beyond the walls of pain and sorrow, behind the gates of flesh and bone, there is a road that leads to freedom, a road you'll never ride alone. With an iron will and the wind in my face, I'll ride forever just to get to this place. Well, I tell you now, I'm ready to explode down on Freedom Road. Down on Freedom Road. Down on Freedom Road. Down on Freedom Road. Freedom Road.
Oh, yeah. A little Freedom Road there for you, folks. That's right. Our brother, Stewie Wood and the Giants. The link is in the chat there, folks. The link is in the chat. Well, ladies and jelly beans, as promised, we do have a guest. The guest is going to be coming on. I'm going to see if I can organise that gentleman to be a part of our show right after this song. So let's do it. Yeah, exciting time, folks. Woo! We're just slipping into the next song, folks. We're just doing a couple of things behind the scenes. It's all good, all good. Okay. Hey, my brothers and sisters, bikers and trikers. Let's see now. I'm going to go like that. And if we get, where am I? That one there. I'm good. All right. As promised, folks, as promised here on YouTube, we have an awesome guest. This gentleman was introduced to me by Stewie Wood from the Giants. Let's see now. Without further ado, I think we'll just smash straight into it. Let's hear it. Give it up for, and a big round of applause, a very talented man, the one, the only, Samuel Sam Buckley. How you doing, brother?
Going well, Spike. Excited to be here today on your show, mate. I really am.
Listen to them going off, man.
That's an excited crowd. I like it.
Yeah, brother. Yeah, let's do this one here because we can. And then I'll come out of studio mode. Okay, I'm happy about... hang on. I don't want to do that one. That one. Hang on. That one. Stop. That one. Okay. Yes. I just wanted to check and test a couple of things there, and I did, and it went really well. It was good. Studio mode, this thing called studio mode, and bringing on somebody so that I don't do what I did on Facebook. Yeah, and now I'm talking all about it like behind the scenes stuff, but I like to do that a little bit, but it's not professional. So let's come back, and I'll just put my seatbelt on because Sam, you are the man. You are the man. You are the man of the moment. Samuel, Sam, you play the guitar. You're a musician, and amongst many other things. And I guess today that's what we're going to be focusing on. So welcome to the show, mate.
Oh, thank you so much, Spike. I've been watching the show, your show, for the last few weeks, and Stuart Wood introduced me to you, of course, as you said, and who is a friend of mine and a friend of Dreamboogie, my previous band. So I've been really enjoying your show and the fact that you're interacting with musicians and fans all around the world. And I love the vibe you've got going on in the studio as well, mate. It sets it all off for me. So.
Hang on. Well, we got a special one here. Let's see now. That was when you want. There we go. I like it, and I like it a lot. The old Scully wants to get in there.
Just on the topic of motorbikes, my dad is a huge motorbike enthusiast.
Yeah.
And he has a Trident 1975 model.
Oh, Triumph Trident 1975. Wow, man.
Yeah, original.
Wow. Awesome. Let's see that bloody stupid iPad. That should be right. We're good there. No, good. Yep. Sorry, my friend. Sorry. I've got so much going on, and I need. I'm listening attentively as you speak away there. 1975, man. A lot of people wouldn't even be born. Most of my audience hasn't been born then. They're all going to laugh at their seats there. Hey?
It's a classic. It looks beautiful. The curves on it are to die for. But the note, it's a twin.
Oh,
it's one of the early twins.
Yes.
And it's just got that beautiful note that those early English twin bikes had, And of course, when the Trident came out back in the day, it was the fastest thing on two wheels.
Oh, righty, man. I've seen that particular motor being put into a lot of wild ass choppers, the old Trumpy choppers,
So it was a quick bike for its day.
Very sexy motorcycle indeed. So have you ever had a ride on it?
I haven't. My dad won't let me on it.
Oh, wow. Okay. So it's that much of a precious treasure. And does he still have it?
I've got an LJ GTR Tirana, which I bought when I was 18, which is also an Australian collector car.
Yeah.
Sports car.
Yeah.
Peter Prop drove them back in the day and won Bathurst a few times.
Wow, man! Is this what do they call No, you said LJ. Yeah. Is there GTR, or is there something that Is another one of those? Hang on.
Yeah, so they've got the LJ, which
Yeah.
is the standard stock model.
Right.
Then the LJ GTR, which is the sports model, and then the LJ GTR XU1, which was the race model.
That's the one
Yeah.
that I'm thinking of. Yeah, the XU1 model. Yeah.
So mine is virtually, it's not an XU1, it's a GTR, but it's got all pretty much like an XU1.
Yeah, man. Being a GTR and similar. Do you have the on the front guards the 3 little fins?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, man. All right. Well, just grab
It's a beautiful car.
slap a couple
And I think
of.
my dad won't let me ride his motorbike because when I did drive the Trainer back in the day, I was doing burnouts everywhere and going through motors quite regularly. So.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So he's going, no way are you going to get on that motorcycle, boy.
No.
You drive like that. No way.
Yeah. Exactly right.
Yeah. Well, that's awesome, man. Because that is part of our family as well. People with their various, like we've got a good contingency of petrol heads that love their vehicles or motorbikes. So that's fantastic.
I love the classics. Yeah.
Yeah. I do not have any pictures of that car to be able to show anyone, but it doesn't matter. Let's come back to the fact that you're a really freaking awesome guitarist, Sam. And
thanks, Spike.
yeah.
It's very kind of you to say that.
When I've
I do my best.
when I've watched so far, it sort of reminds me a little bit like the ones that you put together for me, specific for our interview today. Remind me a little bit of a Jimi Hendrix feel, man. I don't know why that comes to mind, and there's probably lots of others that people would compare that to, but for me, that's what sort of works in my head, you know. Sam, how long? When did you start playing the guitar, mate?
Mate, I was very lucky. My father is a gospel folky singer guitarist. So I got introduced to music very early on through him playing and singing around the house. And he also loved all the 60s British blues rock, you know, like Cream and The Who and the Rolling Stones and Led Zeppelin and you know, all that early mountain bands like that.
Yes.
So and Carlos Santana, Caravanserai. That's what I heard early on. That was my formative music, and of course, I love all genres of music. I don't just listen to blues, but blues was the music that really captured my imagination as far as wanting to go in a direction musically.
Yes. So Sam, there were some really good influences there. I loved all of those bands except a couple I didn't recognise. So, and it was you were around 11 years old. From there, mate, playing the guitar. How did that come about? That's how it come about. What you just said. Tell us a little bit more from then to now. Tell us the Sam story.
Yeah, sure. I'll try and condense it down as much as I can.
That's all right, man.
I grew up on a farm on 100 acres in the bush, so I was a bit of a farm boy and grew up, you know, horse. You used to plough the paddocks with a horse even, and we grew fruit and veggies and sold it and chopped down firewood and timber and things like that. And I was homeschooled, so I was 15. So I had a lot of time just around the house working and things like that, and I played a lot of music. And then as I progressed, I finished school and I was a labourer for many years, working with my hands and all that. Yep. But I got qualified with a music degree as I went along.
So you studied when you say a music degree, where was that? At the Academy of Performing Arts?
Yeah, I did a music degree at the Australian International Conservatorium of Music in Sydney. Yeah, so that was cool. And I was labouring and just working and making ends meet and playing in bands.
While
I got serious as a professional musician when I was 24, which is about 15 years ago now.
Okay.
Yeah, and so I moved to Sydney because I was from the north coast of New South Wales. And when I moved to Sydney, I knew one person, one mate. And I moved down there with the intent on becoming a professional musician. I wanted to experience the Sydney music scene and specifically get into the blues scene.
Yes.
And so I started within 3 months. I was within a working band. We were doing a blues rock cover band. That I was singing half the vocals for, and we played all around Sydney and the Central Coast and South Coast in a band. It was called Blue Venom.
Blue Venom.
So.
I like it.
Yeah, Blue Venom was the name of the band.
Yeah.
So we did that. I did that for about a year, and then after that, I managed to get in with a blues musician called Annie Piper, who's now in the US.
Okay.
And has moved over there permanently.
Yep.
And that was my first introduction to blues festivals and the touring circuit. Australia has a fantastic little blues circuit.
Don't they? What?
Say,
And listen, I've got to ask you, Sam. Have you ever been to Bridgetown Blues?
I have.
Southwest West Australia.
Yes.
Well, can you tell me?
Can
Can you tell me what years?
Dreamboogie played there in 2012 and 13, I think.
2012, 13. That would have been that many. You know what? I reckon I may have seen you guys. I may have seen you live. Yeah, because I lived in Bridgetown for 12 years. I've been here now. I've been where I'm living now for 4. So,
Wow.
yeah, potentially I was in town there. I did actually MC the Blues Festival once. And then the following year, I suggested, hey, let me ride on stage on my motorbike. And the coordinator typecast me straight up and just said no, just like that. So I thought, bugger you folks. Yeah, that would have been good, man, riding on stage with the motorbike and, g'day, how you doing, people? But anyway, that wasn't to be. It's a great place. I lived there, as I said, I love living there, and circumstance in life changed and I had to move away. But, yes, the circuit is awesome, isn't it, man? All around Australia, and the vibe of that sort of thing is brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah. There's a real little circuit, and Dreamboogie and Annie Piper, the two previous bands I've done most of my touring with and performance experiences with, was exactly that. You know, there's little pockets of blues fans all around Australia, in towns all around Australia, and blues festivals to go with it. So if you plan things out, you can do tight little, really nice little tours and get your way around Australia. And there's a real loyal fan base and reverence for the blues here in Australia.
We're getting a couple of questions here, Sam. Sorry to interrupt, man. I've got one from Wild Horse and Dogs, Rodo. Rodo is also sort of on the border of Victoria, New South Wales, on the Victorian side of things, so he's all locked down as well. Rodo was asking Bruthen Blues. Bruthen, Bruthen.
Bruthen Blues.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Done that one?
Yes, it's down in Gippsland, so right down the bottom, the southwestern sort of Victoria. Beautiful country in the bottom of the mountains, snowy mountains.
Yeah.
Epic location and really cute little festival. Yeah, I've done that once. I've done that one.
Yeah.
With Annie Piper many years ago.
With Annie Piper. Awesome. I reckon it's about time we smash out one of your songs, Sam. We've got some good ones here to play. So you know what you sent me. You choose, and I'm going to give you the microphone to introduce it. And when I think that you've introduced it, I'll press play. And because unfortunately, the songs I play are on the same channel as my audio channel slider, so the mixer, as your microphone, so is on the same channel as the music I'm playing. Just to bear that in mind. So I'll hand it over to you, Sam, and you introduce this song, whichever one you want.
Sure. The song I'll introduce is Blue Ocean, and this song is about my experiences as a surfer. And, I am one of those surf nuts who drops things in a minute's space if the swell's on and drives to that location. So it takes you all over Australia, as music has. And so it's about my surfing experiences. This song's Blue Ocean, called Blue Ocean.
Awesome.
All around the great ocean. ocean. My favorite color is blue. Oh, but I like green too. I taste alright. Oh, about the green ocean. I taste alright. Oh, about the green ocean. I got deep in the way. Oh, got lost in the green. I came up there. Oh, let out a scream. I love surfing. Oh, the big old ocean. My favorite color is blue. Oh, but I like green too.
Yeah, hey, all right. It finishes like that just to explain everybody. And of course, wait up. Oh, yeah, man. A little bit of blue ocean there for you folks from our... what happened to the crowd then? They fell down a hole. I'm supposed to fade out. Hang on a minute. I need another one here. Just a second. That's better. I got that out of my system. I feel way better now. Well done, Sam. Well done. But just to explain to our audience, our viewing audience there, I do apologise. The beginning of that video you did not see, did you? You heard it, but you didn't see it. So I guess that was done on purpose, just so that you guys could use your imaginations and all that sort of thing. We got to see the last half, so that's okay. That was me not pressing the right buttons and the old iPad here, which we were going to be getting in the next month, folks. And Sam, a new UPAD. And an UPAD is Outback Outlaw, because he's been quite supportive in the saving up of the funds to get this new iPad. It's the latest and greatest. It's my weakest link, Sam. It's my thing I do my channel switching with. And yeah, anyway, just...
I think you're doing all right, mate.
Good.
It's a lot of stuff to be running, and I take my hat off to you for getting your head around it all. I struggle with technology.
Yeah, I know. It's a
Yeah.
big old learning curve. It really is. And even though I've been doing it for a while, there's still a lot to do. And especially when, like in our case now, where we've got a guest thing going on as well, it's a bit like do what you got to do and be in the now so much. But then at the same time, you've got to take a reasonable chunk of yourself and put it in the future for that next thing that you're going to roll into, so to speak. So
I have a lot of, mate. You're doing well.
cheers. Good on you, man. Good on you. But I do want to explain to our viewing audience that's watching the show, the songs that we're playing that Sam's generously put together specifically for today's interview are originals. They're things that you've written and you performed there yourself. And you did it sort of back to back to back, and allowing me to play them as individual files, you sent them cut up into 4 different lots. So that's just to explain everybody why it's sort of a bit of an abrupt stop or a cut in it, because Sam was just pressing a pedal and going into the next song and to the next song. So I'm sure those that know about that sort of stuff would understand what's going on there.
The loop pedal just loops the track that I perform along with that I've created. So there's no general ending where you stop the song and do a big wash-up ending. It's just either the song's going or it's not. So
righto. Yeah.
Makes it abrupt.
Sam, let's go into a bit deeper about you, my friend. The growing up on the 100 acres, that's just really awesome. The getting involved with the band and which Dreamboogie. May I ask that there's something in there that I know about, and I'd like you to share with the world your experience of traveling overseas, man.
Absolutely. I've been really lucky to get over to Memphis, Tennessee via Dreamboogie. And had a great time in Dreamboogie. We had a lot of good experiences together, the whole band.
Yes.
And how we managed to do that is the MBAS in Melbourne, the Melbourne Blues Appreciation Society, has a yearly blues competition. And all statewide bands can enter into it, blues-based bands,
yes,
enter into it. And we were really fortunate to win it at the end of 2015.
Uh-huh.
And so as part of the reward for that, the MBAS raises funds all year to support the musicians and pay for them to be able to fly over and be accommodated for a week or so and have entry into the International Blues Competition, which is in Memphis, Tennessee, in America, in the Deep South, Beale Street, home of B.B. King and all those great blues artists. So we got to go over there and compete. Yeah,
that is just fantastic, man. That is fantastic. I put up a picture. Yeah. Was that picture taken from there? Was that that picture with Rebecca on stage? Was with the big?
Well, no, that wasn't from Memphis, Tennessee. But where that was is one of the best blues festivals in Australia.
Yeah.
That was main stage at Broadbeach Blues Festival a couple of years ago.
Main
stage at Broadbeach.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Look at you there. Look at you there. You're just hello, people. Well, we have somebody in the house. It's Mattman Tn, and the Tn on his name stands for Tennessee. So and Matt was a guest on the show in the past recently. So so as you speak of it, we actually do have a live connection to Tennessee right here, right now, going on with Sir Matt in the background there. Brilliant.
Fantastic, Matt. It's a great experience going over there. It really opened my eyes to the essence and the history of the blues. Hearing those people play it from America in that area where they've grown up with it, it's in their blood, and when they play it, rooted, you feel it. It's incredible.
Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Yeah. Brilliant. Good morning, Outback Outlaw. We have our brother, Outback Outlaw. Now, Sam, just to explain to you, sir, you may or may not be aware, I have a bit of what I call a production company. The production company is made up of awesome people all around the world that support the channel one way or the other, whether it be, and it's all sort of, I guess it's in the box of donations, be it behind the scenes or in the super chats or that sort of thing. Now we have, I've created a tier system, and there's assistant producer, executive producer, knights and dames, or like, knights of the round table, and then kings and queens. And at the moment I do have, as a part of the team, I have many people in the producers category there, but I do have two knighted sirs, and that is our friend from Tennessee, Matt Man, and also Outback Outlaw is another great supporter and has reached the status of knighthood. So both Matt Man and Outback Outlaw, who we abbreviate to OO, I call them both sirs, Sir Roo and Sir Outback, Sir Matt, Sir Roo and Sir Matt. So if you hear me say that, Sam, that's what I'm talking about. So I had to just put that out there because there's a fair bit of info.
A good man needs his team.
Yeah, and they are such a great team. I have such a great team. It's brilliant.
Yeah.
And even like even just anybody and everybody. You don't have to make donations at all to be a part of the family. And here we go. We got Tree, brother Tree. Hang on a second. I've got to go over to the thingy. Good on you, Tree, for super chat. $10 there. Well done, brother. And he's bought himself a super sticker with whatever it is, super chicken there. You may or may not see that coming up in the chat there, Sam. So thank you, Tree. Thank you very much. While we're going along, I actually have a live document, Sam. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring that little bit of music down, and I'm going to go over to my little live document. Please excuse me. Right, I've got that there, so I've just got to open to remind me. Let's come back to you, Sam, which I am. My friend, I would like to go and play another song, if that's all right. I know it's sort of back to back, but let's just come out of that one and there. Sam, if you'd like to do exactly what we did before, because that was really cool, a little bit of about your the next song that we're going to play, and it gives me a chance also, whilst it's playing, to catch up with all this other stuff. So awesome stuff. So you go for it, Sam.
Yeah. The next song that we're playing is a song called The Great Escape. And I wrote it during lockdown here in Melbourne a month or two ago, about that experience of when you need to get out of somewhere, just going, you feel that need and you move on. And that's what the song's about. It's written about my 1972 LJ GTR Tirana and getting the hell out of town. I hope you guys enjoy it.
All right. The Great Escape. That's the right one. Okay, here we go. Visual.
time no more shop. I got just all I need. Gonna cruise this big old road till I find what I need. I'm driving much around my 72 Toronto. For see those red moon lights flash. Oh, you know, I ain't stopping. I ain't stopping.
Dun, 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 down, dun, dun, down. Awesome, awesome. I come to me because Sam's just winding up a couple of chats there, and good on you, Sam, keeping in touch with what's going on in the chat. That's very important because you guys down there, in that little computer down there on the other side of the camera there, and all around the world chatting away. It's pretty vibrant and fantastic. I like that one, Sam. You mentioned about escaping. Can you please elaborate, mate? Where do you live? What's going on?
Oh, well, I'm in Melbourne at the moment.
Melbourne. Where's that?
So Melbourne, Australia, Victoria.
Oh, okay. Right, eh?
So Victoria is right down the south of Australia, down the bottom of the continent towards, the Antarctic. Yeah.
Yeah. Just for those that are unaware sort of thing, and so now they know. And what's going on in Melbourne, Victoria, mate? Why do you feel the need to escape?
Well, since March this year, we've been in various stages of lockdown.
Oh, right, eh?
Yeah, so they class it in stages of like 2 to 4. So we've been in stage 2 to 4 of lockdown for 6 months.
Yeah.
And the last 2 months, or nearly 2 months, I think we've been in stage 4 lockdown, which means you're allowed 1 hour of exercise a day, once a day. You're not allowed out of a 5K radius of your house.
Of your own house, yeah.
That sort of thing. So it's a really severe lockdown. You've got to wear a mask if you go outside, all that stuff.
And is that outside in your own front yard?
Yes. If you were, I think if you're in your front yard, you'd be. Or maybe you don't have to wear a mask if you're in your own house.
Right. Yeah.
Certainly, if you go out on
the
street,
out on the street on the footpath. Yeah. If you had to put your wheelie bin out or something like that,
Totally.
Oh yeah, right. Because the fines are quite high, aren't they? $5,000 or something. I've heard.
Totally. Yeah. It's $200 fine if you don't have your mask on.
Yeah.
It's a $1,652 fine if you go out of your 5K zone.
Zone, right.
And a $5,000 fine if you were to drive from Melbourne anywhere regional in Victoria out of the city.
Golly gosh, is that right? So if you were to head out of town, $5,000.
There'd be a checkpoint, you'd get pulled over and fined and sent home and $5,000 fine.
Yeah, right. You wouldn't even be able to get to your destination. So you bloody hell, man. So they're really, really quite strict rules, aren't they? And where I think there's various levels of what you're experiencing, and that is your version of what's happening for you. And there's various levels of that going on all around the world.
Around the world.
Yeah. And I mean, much respect to everybody. I take my hat off for those that have passed. And much respect to those that that are having a harder time than Sam and myself, so to speak, in your neck of the woods, wherever it is. So chin up, because it is a state of mind. And you yourself, Sam, you're a great influence, man. You've got such a positive energy about you, it's just good to see it and experience it. Chin up and hanging in there and all that sort of stuff, even with those restrictions around you. We have two other gentlemen here that are from the same state, and that is Stewie Wood from the Giants band, folks, and also I love him to bits, and also our brother Mars FPV Drones is also in Melbourne, Victoria. So they're fellow brothers that you've got there, Sam, that are going through exactly the same deal. Over here in West Australia, it's not quite so radical. They have closed the border, and they plan to keep it that way until January, February, March next year. So that is off the show, But this long weekend we're having here at the moment. What do you know what that is? Are you having a long weekend too, Sam?
Not here in Victoria.
Oh, okay,
no.
right. Okay, so it's a WA thing. And Tree might be able to tell me what's going on, Tree, because I got my head in the bushes and I just don't watch the news. I'm not interested. It just depresses me. So I, just focus on my own little bubble, I guess, and get on with things. But it's been a lot of caravanners, a lot of motorbikes travelling through town and around. My neck of the woods up here, I'm 3 hours away from the city, and I love it this way. It's permanent camping. There's 9 people as far as where I live, directly where I live, and Mars will testify to that because he's been here, right in the bushes where I am. But it's beautiful. It's really peaceful. It's it's a choice I had to make a little while back, and I guess I'm warming to it slowly. Initially, it was a bit like, oh man, I don't know, but it is what it is. And we won't get into me and my residency, but
it connects you. It's good stuff.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it, man? I mean, I've been like you, a man of the land, and I don't think I'd like to be in the cities anymore. I've been so much in the country a lot. I'm going to hand it over to you, Sam, because I'd like you to talk about whatever you want to talk about. How's that, man? I'm going to give you, because I want to just address the chat. I want to have a quick look and read. So I'm going to make you big. There you go. Hang on. Do you have a girlfriend or kids, Sam?
No, I don't have kids and I'm not married, but I'm very lucky that I've found a lady who puts up with me.
Right.
And because I can be crazy sometimes, like most people, I suppose. But no, she's a lovely lady, and so she's a grade 2 primary teacher.
And what's her name?
And also a writer. She writes children's books on well-being and things like that. She's a published author.
Okay.
So yeah, we work really well together in the sense that we're both sort of trying to do our creative stuff and committed to doing that and putting a lot of energy into that, and so we support each other. And no, she's great. She's really
awesome,
helps keep me in balance.
What's her name?
Her name is Amelia Donnelly.
Amelia. I've got to write that down because I'm just a shocker with remembering. I've got a couple of photographs here that I'm sharing with everybody. It actually looks like you're on a motorbike there, potentially,
Yeah. It does. That was taken at Docklands Blues Festival in Melbourne last year, just before I went on stage. A really great local blues festival in Melbourne.
Okay. A really cool blues festival in Melbourne.
Yeah, really cool blues festival. Oh, actually, is it called? It was Docklands. It's called. They've changed the name on it now, but it was the Docklands Blues
I've got
Festival.
I've got a couple of other photographs. We'll go to the first one. This one here is a black and white photo. It's got a poster in the background with saying FM. I can see behind your head. It's a black and white shot with you and the guitar. Can you explain that picture, Sam?
Absolutely, yeah. That was a photo taken of me at the MBAS, the Melbourne Blues Appreciation Society Blues Club.
Right.
I think it was actually a jam night, so I quite often go down and jam with everyone. And the photo was taken by Sam Childers, who's a great photographer and a bass player, and he's also the son of Dutch Childers, who's one of the original forefathers of Australian blues music, such as Matt Taylor and those sort of guys.
Ah, rightio.
They're all
Yeah.
incredible blues artists. Yeah.
Yeah. The Godfathers. I actually had a really awesome day with Matt Taylor recently, Sam. So we haven't. We're in the process. Basically, I'm sort of reviewing all the footage. I'm writing up a bit of a directive, and I'm going to be passing that on to my friend Izzy, who's doing the editing for me. So. They're in the works, and I really want to pay a lot of respects to 72-year-old Matt Taylor.
He's a real man, and he's the father of the Australian blues scene.
Isn't he? Isn't he what? Yeah. And such a lovely man. A bit like your good self there. We got another picture here, Sam. This one here, I really dig this photo. This is a real, I'm not sure what it says, wet something photography. It's a black and white shot by the time it catches up to you. Oh, hang on, you're looking at my head. I've got to press the right buttons. This one, yeah.
Yes, that was taken, that was just a little bar in St Kilda. Oh. And the photographer, his name is, I can get back to you later. It's Kevin Peterson.
Right.
That's the name of the photographer, I'm pretty sure.
Mr. Peterson,
and he's a popular photographer around Melbourne. And travels to the regional blues festivals and things like that around Victoria. At least I see him a lot, and takes photos of all the bands. And he was a big fan. He's a big fan of Dreamboogie, my most recent band, and that was taken at a little boutique bar in St Kilda. We did, a few months ago.
I like it because I like the curtains and the backdrop there. It looks quite good.
It was a little upstairs boutique bar at the door. It was a door charge gig, so we just advertised it and had a $10 on the door or whatever it was.
Yep.
And it was a real intimate, private little gig for music fans.
Excellent.
Yeah.
I like those sort of things are really cool, aren't they? It's sort of a lot more personal, a lot more closer, and that sort of thing. Yeah. Can I ask, what would be, I'm going to ask two crazy questions. I didn't ask them in the Facebook show. One is, can you sort of tell us maybe something that stood out so far in your music career, one of the most amazing things that you've sort of been blown away or wow type thing, a moment?
Totally,
yeah.
Look, I would have to say one would be that photo you have of me playing at Broadbeach Blues Festival main stage.
Okay, yep, that one, yep.
That would be, you captured it in that photo. That would be one of the highlights of my career. Big open stage. You're on the big screen behind you.
I saw that.
Showing up everything you're doing.
Yeah.
And it's just the actual stage is just in the main street of Broadbeach. So the whole street's just shut off and full of people.
Yeah.
Just grooving away in this beautiful temperate sort of climate, right on the beach. Sun's out. It has to be one of the great gigs, blues gigs in Australia, I would say.
Okay, so that's one of the highlights there. And then Sam, going the other way, mate. What would you say was one of the most radical, drastic moments that you may have experienced? Being on the road for 16 bloody weeks, or falling in a pothole. I don't know, anything. Being drunk and waking up next to something you don't know what it is. I don't know.
Yeah, totally.
What's something along those lines?
Yeah, geez.
Something to think
lots
about,
of different
right?
experiences.
Is it? Yeah.
I remember once we were driving to a gig in the middle of Victoria. This is just something that comes to mind.
Yeah.
And we had a van and a trailer with all the gear, and the van overheated, and we had an hour to get to the gig. It was the middle of summer, and the van didn't work. Stopped working. Going up the hill, so the car just overheated, and so I actually worked out a way. I worked out what was going on with it, and bypassed the bypass. What did I do? I ended up working out a way of bypassing the switch and just connecting it straight to the battery, and got the thermofan to go, and we got to the gig just on time.
Oh, phew! Just on time. I hate rushing for gigs, man. I hate running late.
What do they call it? The switch. There's a switch that turns on once it gets to a certain temperature.
Yeah.
And once I worked out that switch wasn't turning on, and
cut
my
the red wire.
yeah, pretty much. Yep. And we managed to, my years of mucking around with cars when I was younger kind of helped us out.
Oh, brilliant, man. Brilliant. That's pretty, it's pretty, and being stinking hot and all those sorts of things. Compounds, doesn't it? One. But you saved it, and in the end of the day, it was a positive outcome. So
we managed to get there. Yeah. We've had lots of experiences like that. I mean, when you're touring, it's that whole thing of you hurry to get there and then you're waiting.
Yeah, true. Yeah. It's like going to the doctors, you get there on time or 15 minutes ahead of time, and then an hour and a half later. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And you never know who you're going to meet. You never know what situation you're going to be in. So the situation is just adjusting to different situations all the time. And the thing I like about it most, about performing, I would have to say, is when you perform for people, you walk into this group of people that you've never met before, and through music, people want to open up and talk to you.
Yes.
So you get insight to people wherever you go, wherever you're touring all over the country or international, wherever it is, and people want to talk to you because they've heard your music, and so you get to hear and have these great conversations that you wouldn't otherwise.
Yes,
and
sir.
it gets an insight into how people are in different situations and what makes them tick, which I really enjoy.
Yeah, good on you, man. Because not only, what else do you do with yourself, Sam? Because you said you touched on that your beautiful partner is a teacher. Are you involved in anything like that? School?
Yeah, so I was a labourer up until I was 30. I was a professional musician and a labourer on the side to help make ends meet.
Yeah.
But when I hit about 30, I realised that my back would probably start paying for it if I kept going with that line of work.
Yeah.
So I trained and became a music teacher and did 5 years training. And I got a Bachelor of Music from a Conservatory of Music, and then I did 2 years studying teaching. So I'm what they call in Victoria VIT registered, which means I can work in the high schools and things like that. So the last 7 years I've worked only part-time. I won't take full-time work because it doesn't give me enough creative steam left over. But I've worked part-time in the schools helping out kids, mainly teaching instrumental and performance and singing classes.
Oh, brilliant, man. Brilliant. Oh, that would be so good. The young ones and them taking it on board. That'd be really, really cool. You'd be a great teacher, I reckon. If I was back at school and you turned up and I'd love that. I'd love that to bits. Real groovy. It's like, oh yeah, man, I want to sign up to the music course. I heard that it was going off the other day. Just stuff like that.
Try and keep it real. Try and keep it about playing. Try and keep it about skills. We don't talk about it. We learn. We learn about it.
Yep. Awesome. Now you mentioned something before, and something else came to mind, but I've since forgotten about it. But that's okay. It doesn't matter. Obviously not important.
That's all right.
But it was just one of my little affirmations, one of my little things that I say. You said it, and I wanted to. It will come to mind maybe later. It doesn't matter. A lot going on. Sam, we've got a couple more songs, man, to share with our world, and the show's ticking along beautifully. Before you go, I really want to share these songs, so please choose whichever we've got the two we've got left, and tell us a bit about that one, and we'll play it for the good people.
Sure thing. The next song that we're going to be playing is called the Wah Wah Shuffle, and I wrote this song. It's an instrumental, and I wrote it with all the great blues guitarists I've grown up listening to, like Jeff Healey, Jeff Atchison from Australia, B.B. King, Albert King, Stevie Ray Vaughan, Jimi Hendrix, Peter Green. It's an ode to all those guys. I hope you enjoy.
Wah Wah Shuffle.
Wah Wah
Woo-hoo-hoo! I'm just writing something there in the thing, and I think because there's all this bloody spelling and stuff. Anyway, well done, black screen, back to us. Yes, Sam. Yes, Sam. That was awesome, man. Little wah 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 as we're both chatting away to the groovy, awesome people in the chat there. I noticed that Suru has put a friend request in. The crowd's really going off there. Suru's put a friend request in there on the Facebook link. That's cool. That's good. Networking, meeting other people. Suru, actually, Sam, or Outback Outlaw, is a singer, musician himself. Not like you. Suru's a CEO of a company up in northern Western Australia here, and a very busy man and doing a lot of stuff. But he has performed and does a great job of it too. So playing the guitar and singing as well. So yeah, like-minded. And Suru's got a really nice kick-ass Indian motorcycle. You know, the Indian.
Ooh.
Yeah, woo-hoo, it is one of those.
Oh,
woo-hoo.
yeah, it's a good motorbike. Don't you worry.
The Black Horse, it's a beautiful thing, you know. Yeah. So that's a great song, Sam. The Wah Wah Shuffle, man. Little, as you said, an ode to all those awesome musicians that you gave reference to there. So I've got to ask, how did you come across our brother Stewie Wood? How did you meet him?
Yeah, so Stuart, we know through our connections with John Durr and Black Market Music, and John is a great promoter of blues music in Australia,
nice
and
bloke.
has released albums and produced artists, and worked with Stuart over the years, over many years. They go back a long way, those guys. And so we got to know Stuart sort of through that link. And Robert B. Dillon as well, who's the drummer in our band, also works with John Durr and Black Market Music, and of course Stewie. So Stuart's a great guy. He's been really supported Dreamboogie. We were doing a kind of different sound. We kind of had a different vibe to a lot of blues bands. We had a loop pedal and hip hop rhythms and things like that. Some different sort of ingredients mixed in with our blues show. And Rebecca Davey was our front person who was quite a commanding stage presence and stuff. And Stuart really promoted us and helped us out by getting us onto some blues festivals with him. I remember we played up at the Noonamar Blues Festival in Darwin. Flew all the way up to there. We played at the Humpty Doo Hotel, which is an absolutely cracking pub just outside of Darwin, world famous. And Stuart welcomed us with open arms to those festivals and just put us on the bill and promoted us and just made us feel very welcome. So we do really appreciate that, the effort that Stuart's made and the consistent way that he's just been really tried to advocate Dreamboogie and promote us as musicians. So thanks to Stuart for that. The Giants are an amazing band. If you haven't seen the Giants live, go and do it. They are one of the best bands in Australia, hands down. Great original tunes, and the covers they do are incredible as well. They've been playing for years, and you can hear it. So
wow. I guess that it's nearly 40 years from my knowledge, and I'm just thinking you better stop now, Sam. You better stop now, because I don't think Stuart can afford any more than what you've just said. Otherwise it starts to get a bit expensive. Paying for that sort of promotion type thing.
That's funny. No, we love
the check's in the mail, man.
Really, really great live band. I remember the last time I saw Stuart play live was at the Bet Rock gig in Victoria. It was just down. It was down past Pakenham, down that way. I can't remember exactly, but southwestern Victoria, and they played a beautiful show. It was really incredible to watch.
Yeah.
I enjoyed it.
Yeah, I could just imagine it is the type of music that Stuart plays. And I mean, since I've met Stuart myself, probably, oh gosh, time does fly, doesn't it, Stewie? How long we known each other? I'd say at least 4, getting on 5 months, something like that. And he's slowly getting in my head. Yeah, I don't know what it is because I play like 6 shows a week, and of course, at least at a minimum 1 or 2 of Stuart's songs in the show, each show. So so you can imagine that I've really experienced quite a lot of Stuart via that sort of way. We have had a couple of phone calls where we just sat and gassed on the phone, which are really cool, and we've also had Stewie on the show, just like yourself. So that's been really, really cool too, and we'll have him on again down the track. So it's a bit like that Colgate tooth ad. I don't know, you may be too young for that, Sam, but there was an ad that was floating around Colgate, and the lady said, it's like Fluorigard, it gets in, you know. Yeah, and it's a bit like that's what Stewie Wood is. He's like gets in, you know.
Yeah. No, I really like the Giants' original songs. I really do.
I bet you. I mean, all. How would you say? All. What do I want to say? I want to say all silly thoughts aside, for want of a better thing. I bet you Stewie would give the best man hugs. I mean, I'm a straight fella with a beautiful wife, but just that big ass bloke, the big giant, I reckon he just have such a beautiful heart inside of that chest, even though it's been split open a couple of times, with his operations and things. Just a big old hearted good fella, you know. So
totally, he is.
Yeah. I know I will meet him and get that man hug or shake or kick up the ass, or we'll have a bit of a wrestle, one or the other. I'm not sure. It's all going to go down. But it's not about him, even though it is a lot about him, because without him we wouldn't be talking right now. So good on you, Stewie, mate. Good on you. Whoa, hang on a minute, Sir Outback Outlaw, just come in there. The big one.
Outback Outlaw donated 30 Australian dollars.
Yes.
99 make it rain.
Wow.
Thank you.
Wow.
To fund the start of a collaboration between Buckley and Wood. Full score.
All right. So that's to help fund a collaboration between you and Stewie, eh? Well, you never know. I mean, the guys, both of them, you're in Victoria, aren't you? But you live more than 5 kilometres from each other, don't you? You and Stuart, Sam.
Oh, yes, we do.
Yep.
Stuart is down in Wonthuggy.
Yep.
We are going to catch up for a coffee when the restrictions ease enough.
As soon as you're allowed to,
but he's down near Phillip Island, which is, right out of about an hour and a half out of Melbourne.
Hey, righto. He managed to get out, escape. I think he wrapped himself up in a roll of carpet and chucked himself on the back of a truck. And managed to get out of there just in time or something, you know, before the...
Totally,
yeah.
I think you'll find Stuart's restrictions aren't so strict down there.
Yes, in the country.
And he's near the ocean as well, and he's away from the city.
Nice.
So he's in not a bad location, compared to sort of being in Melbourne,
Yes, you're smack in the suburbs, so to speak, and all that, and just being able to go to the local shop and back again is
totally.
Day after, week after, a month.
Got his basic freedoms down there. You can go out and about, and there's not a curfew, and you can have a pretty normal life down there at the moment, I think.
A lot better, as it's going on. Whoo-wee.
I did think of one. I was trying to think of it. You put me on the spot before, and I couldn't think of the story I wanted. But I do have one stage story for you, if you're interested. That I thought of.
Most definitely, Sam. Please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I remember. How's this? I was playing at Broadbeach Blues Festival, which is again a massive festival. They have about, I think, 100,000 people attend.
Yeah.
And we were on one of the main stages, and because when you fly to the gig, you can only take one guitar. The baggage limit had it so that I could only take one guitar.
Uh-huh.
So I'd always change my guitar strings before a big show, because you don't want to snap a string mid-show. It's like the worst thing that can happen.
Yeah.
So here we are at Broadbeach on one of the main stages, Saturday night. It's packed, and I'm halfway through a song, and I snap a string.
Bing.
On
Oh, no.
And I'm like, I haven't got a backup guitar. So it was luckily in a part where Rebecca was doing some talking and, explaining the next song or so forth. So I just had no choice. I ran off stage, ducked out the back, pulled out a string, and I put it on and had it tuned up within about a minute.
Wow.
And I just threw the string on.
Guinness Book of Records.
Stage, and I later heard that the band just freaked out because that 1 minute I was there playing a solo and the next minute I just disappeared from stage and they thought I'd just gone or something, you know?
Oh, no. Because,
and they said, after they said, where'd you go? And I said, mate, guys, I snapped the string. I said I wouldn't have been able to complete the show. The only thing I could do to save the show was to duck off backstage and slap that string on as quick as I could. So I had it on within, they said, record time. They said, I've never seen, I don't know how you change a string so damn quick. And I changed it, got back up, finished the show.
You must have been on such big, massive adrenaline because, I mean, as entertainers, I guess in a way, they say, what is the saying? Hang on, the saying is, okay, so we know that in showbiz, dead air, we call it dead air, don't we? Dead air. Yeah. And if it's too quiet for too long, you can really start to lose the mojo, the momentum, and of anything. So having to split for 60 seconds or longer, which would normally take a good, say, 5 minutes, if you were doing it at a casual pace, that's sort of at a minimum, to change a guitar string and tune it up and bring it in, and you smashed it out there in just over a minute, 60 seconds. That is a record,
and
man.
the band covered for me beautifully. They kept the tunes going.
Okay.
They filled in the musical space for me, and I just slipped back in, and the audience didn't even realise.
Bang bang. You know what's on the other side of that same coin is just like that dead air thing and all the rest of it, right? The thing that counterbalances that is that there's a thing that says a saying that I heard recently, and I've adopted it because I think, yes, that is so true, where dead air is an absolute no-no in showbiz, or not really, because there's such a thing as what I would say, like the movies, I guess, meaningful silence.
Sure.
Hey?
Yeah.
Meaningful silence. And
absolutely,
that put in the right place at the right time can really work wonders, can't it?
Well, it's really about when you perform. It's about a show, and how you construct that show is there's a myriad of different ways to do it. Yep. But you've got to have an angle, and each point and each space in time has to be committed to conveying a message, whether it's through your music or through your theatrics or through your introduction of the music. Yep. And I agree with you. Yeah, space can be perfect.
Yeah. Well, man, this is being recorded, as you know, and I repost these live streams. They're up there forever and a day, for as long as the channel lives, and I'm planning to have it there for as long as I live. So, what you just said, Sam, was something that you studied for and have lived it and experienced it. I'm gonna play back this little segment, what you just said then, because I think that's just so valuable, and putting it in order and really selecting the perfect words for explaining that. So I can totally understand why you are a part of the education system on occasions, because you're bloody good at it, mate. I just picked up on that in that little bit there. You're very good at it. My son is also the same. You've either got it or you haven't got it. Being able to
put on a show when you're teaching as well, Spike. It's the same thing.
Yep. True, man. True. Yep.
When you're on stage, you're putting on a show.
It's a production, isn't it? It's a production.
People out, you're putting on a show. People want to see a show,
Yeah. Yep.
And you're doing it with your show, mate. There you go.
Hey, taking people on the journey, man. On the journey,
right
there. Boom, 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 boom. I don't have one of those.
Where's the motorbike?
I've just got this one. and I got this one.
World domination.
That's my favourite.
Yeah, a little world domination. Awesome. Sam, we've got one more song to go. I'd like to share that with everybody at this point, if that's all right with you. Let's do what we've done. It's been seems to be working really, really well. If you'd like to share a little bit of background about the song, and this is the final one from Sam, everybody, and then of course go into introducing it, and I'll bang it out there. And remember to press the visual button as well as the audio one. Away we go. It's all yours, Sam.
Hi guys. This song is called "The Sun Is Shining," and I wrote it about any time in life. You're going through some tough times, and we've all been there. And it's about realizing that the sun is always up there, even when the clouds are there, which is the equivalent to in life when you're stuck and you're struggling for whatever reason. So just realize that the sun is always there. I hope you enjoy. This is "The Sun Is Shining."
The sun is shining. Amen.
Sun is shining all over you now. Sun is shining all over you now. All you gotta do is look up, you'll see the sun. Sun is shining all over me now. Sun is shining all over me now. All I'm gonna do is look up and I'll see the sun, yeah. Sun is shining all over us now. Sun is shining all over us now. All we gotta do is look up, we'll see the sun. Sun is shining, a little light on us all. Sun is shining, oh, a little light on us all. All we gotta do is look up, and we'll see the sun.
but oh, wow. Excellent. I was just writing in here a quick one, but I won't worry about it now because we're back on. It's all happening. I just want to welcome Mike Getz. G'day, Mike. How are you, man? He's a fellow aerial photographer, drone person, and just all-round awesome bloke. And that's Mike has joined the chat in here. We're both, during that song and while you guys are enjoying it, Sam and I both, I can see there, having a good old chat with everybody, and it's fantastic. Really cool, that one, Sam. The sun is still shining, even though the clouds are over. The COVID clouds are all around. On the other side of those clouds, the sun is still shining, and it will shine again soon. Sooner the better, eh?
It's a message song, yeah.
Yeah, a message song. Good on you, man. Good on you. And that's just just a representation, I guess, of yourself, Sam, because you're in that moment, and rather than whinging and carrying on about it too much like a pork chop, you're trying to do and share, because that's what I like about music.
Well, that's it. I do a weekly live stream on Sunday afternoons.
Oh, okay. Is that on Facebook or YouTube?
Yeah, so on Facebook I just do a live stream on Sunday afternoons called Buckley's Blues.
Oh,
so throughout lockdown I've done that every Sunday, and number one, because I love playing,
yes.
But also number two, it's a bit of entertainment for people, and everyone's stuck at home, so there's some live music for them as well. So
hey, good on you, man.
It's the vibe.
Is that the how would you say? Is that the link that I've been putting up? Your Facebook page?
So it'll stream on that, and Buckley's Blues I share it onto as well. But it streams live on my personal page there on Sunday afternoons at 5:30.
Excellent. Okay, Sunday afternoons, folks. That's Melbourne, Australia time. Sunday. Oh, hang on, the wrong one. This one here. Sunday afternoons, 5:30 Melbourne, Australia time. So if you want to dial in to that link that I put in there, just ask for a bit of friending and business like that. Perhaps even say that you got the link from the iSpike live show. That'll be really cool. And Sam will then automatically, approve your friendship there for sure. You drop my name. It's not what you know, folks. It's who you know. And now that I know that if Sam was to do an interview with somebody else, even if it was right after this show, and the question was asked to you, Sam, so what's one of the highlights of your career, mate?
Oh, I reckon definitely going to Memphis and competing in the international blues competition was incredible. I played down at I played down in Clarksdale at
you didn't pick up on where I was coming from, did you, brother?
Oh, sorry, mate.
That's all right. I was leading into you saying, "Oh man, getting on the iSpike show, that's the best thing that's ever happened, man, since bloody." That's what I was going on about.
Fail. It has been, Spike. I can actually honestly say, you've been the first person to interview me as Sam Buckley. So you've been because this is a new project, aside from Dreamboogie, and I haven't taken vocals seriously because I've been had great roles playing guitar in bands. So you've been the first person to jump in there and support me like this, mate. So you are the first person. The number one.
Numero uno. Excellent, man. Excellent. All for the fun of it.
Enjoyed it, mate. It's been a buzz. Thanks so much.
Fantastic, Sam. Fantastic, my friend. Well, man, that sort of wraps it up for us today. We're sort of coming close to the time that I need to consider playing the last few songs here. So I am going to put in there your friend that is from Dreamboogie, the band Dreamboogie, Rebecca Davies. You know this song, don't you, Sam? Yes. You know this song with Stuart?
Oh, yes. It's called Rock Me Baby.
Oh,
fantastic
version.
Right.
So we're gonna be playing that song in a second, because I want to, of course, acknowledge our interview, Sam, and you, good sir. So on behalf of the iSpike Army and everybody that's watching now and, of course, watching the replay, thank you very much for doing so. And we, Sam, thank you, mate, for the time that you put aside to come on the show, man. Thanks very much.
Welcome, Spike. It's been a real privilege, mate, from my end. So thanks so much and keep up the great work. I'll be tuning in and keeping an eye on what you're up to, mate.
Oh, awesome, Sam. Awesome. This is not going to be the last, man. We'll have you definitely on again down the track and we all evolve and do stuff together. So it's fantastic. All right, mate.
I'll be tuning in.
All right. Okay. Well, I'm gonna hang up after you've introduced the next song, which is you know what it's all about. They're doing such a great job. So I'm going to hand it over to Sam, our guest. Thanks very much again, Sam.
You're very welcome. The next song is "Rock Me Baby" with the Giants, Stuart Wood and Rebecca Davey. Enjoy, guys. Rebecca Davey from Dreamboogie.
Oh, I think it's self-explanatory.
Enjoy.
Thank you, Sam. See you, mate.
See ya.
I'll sit now, rock me, baby, rock me all night long.
That's what you want.
Won't you rock me, pretty baby, rock me all night long. Oh, roll me, honey, like my back ain't got no bone.
You gotta get right in there, girl. You gotta rock him, baby, rock him all night long. You get a good man, girls, you rock him, ladies, rock him all night long.
I've got a girlfriend, you know that, don't you?
I do. Rock him, Sharon, like his back ain't got no bone. And you know he
Oh,
does.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Talk to me, Michael. Oh, yeah. Won't you rock me, pretty baby? Rock me in your big brass bed.
Oh, Lord. How'd you know it was brass?
Oh, honey, rock me, baby. Rock me in your big brass bed. Roll me, pretty baby, till I feel like I am half dead. Oh, Nevi DeLuca. All right.
Rock me, baby, like I'm a wagon wheel. Yeah. Rock me, baby, just like I'm a wagon wheel. Oh, I need you to rock me, baby. So what you don't know how you make me feel. Oh, no.
David Gill. Won't you rock me, pretty baby? Rock me in your big brass bed. You know the one I'm talking about, don't you?
I do.
Won't you rock me, baby? Rock me in your big brass bed. baby, till the sheets turn cherry red. Rock me, baby. Rock me all night long. Won't you rock me, baby? Rock me all night long. Roll me pretty, baby, till I can't stand to take no more. Oh, yeah. Miss Rebecca Davey.
Yeah, man.
Whoa.
Yeah. Wow.
Doesn't come much better than that, does it?
It does not come much better than that. Wow. Rock me, baby. And of course, Dreamboogie, a band that our guest today, Sam, was being a part of, and Rebecca Davies there, the singer. So you can just imagine those two together, along with the rest of Dreamboogie band. And yeah, fantastic. We may even get Rebecca herself on the show down the track. We'll see. We'll keep fingers crossed. We'll see what happens. Everything's a bit of a thing. A bit of a thing, isn't it? Just like a very special thing. Sir Matt Man coming in there at the end of the show, sir. Thank you, Matt Man. Good on you, mate. I really do appreciate all the support from everybody that comes in. And thank you so much, Sir Matt Man. And Tree today. Good on you, brother Tree. Executive producer Tree. That's where he sits. Good on you, mate. Thanks very much. So yeah, I'm going to crack on with another song over here. We've just about reached that time, but I am going to go a little bit over time, 5 minutes or so, thereabouts. So yeah, last drinks, folks. Thanks very much for being a part of today's show. I think it's been freaking awesome. A massive thank you very much to Samuel Buckley, and for allowing us into his life and the time spent here today with our show. Fan-freaking-tastic. I'm looking forward to, guys, I'm going to put a really good concerted effort in this coming Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday for the studio. We're going to really get stuck into it. That's my plan for this week. We have been away, coming and going, lots of different things going on there. But let's get into that a bit more. And another one is completing the draft that I need to put together for the directive, the Matt Taylor editing, as well as editing and knocking on the head these behind the scene videos, getting that started so that I can get my memberships activated on the channel. That needs to catch up with what's going on behind the curtain, and I'm sort of getting a bit ahead of myself. So yeah, lots on, folks. Very busy in the studio. Life is good. Make it happen. Grab the ball with both freaking hands, man. And I love all of you, all of your support. Thank you again, Matt Man. Yo, brother. Let's crank up these tunes for Rodo, the mountain man in there. Hey, Matty as well. Hey, I'm going to show you something, folks. Come through right hot off the press, this one. One of our originals, folks. The original. Look at that design on that cup there. They are no longer available. They're not getting made anymore. And that is Mr. Matt Northeast Drone Productions there in Queensland. And he is celebrating the iSpike mug, the iSpike merch mug. The original design, as I said before. So that now has become a collector's piece there, Matt. So a bloody good investment, man. You've done well, and thank you very much for emailing through that picture. I will add it to the collection of all of the awesome people. And Mars, man, I hope you're still here. If you are, can you grab a snap of you and Kaz with either the hat or anything else, even though they're not being made anymore, with what you guys got your mugs as well. And I know that somewhere there's some pictures on file, but I have looked and I can't find them. Can you please send through a couple more, take a couple of snaps, having a whiskey or whatever, with your cups or your hats, whatever comes to mind. And again, you don't have to do any of it, so that's all cool too. But I'd really love to have them in there, in the mix of the slideshow that I'm going to put together when I press play, and there's all the different people of the merch stuff. So having a bit of a play around with what's available to me in Power Director 18 is what I'm playing with. And yeah, there's some options in there for slideshows and pictures and things. So see what we can come up with. But good on you, Matty. There we go. Matt, Northeast Drone Productions, you little ripper. What do you reckon, Scully? Hey, what do you reckon? Hang on, where was that one?
He rules the world.
Yeah, rules the world. Way to go, mate. Peace out, brother, all the way on the East Coast. Give him some love, folks. Yeah. Oops. Yeah, don't worry about gold, Rodo. Just focus on iSpike. You know what? In time, I think I'll put myself, what do they call it, listing on the ASX or something. You know, that sort of thing. Just go on the stock exchange. iSpike investments, folks. Better than gold. Better than gold. Oh. Is that Smitty? Is Smitty independent here? Oh. Damn camera. Back on. Hey, Mr. Casey's in the house. G'day, Bob. How are you, mate? Welcome along to the end of the show. Hey, you've come in at the very end, man. We're about to wind up in a couple of songs' time, but good to have you here, Bob. Cheers, mate. Screw the All Odds. Good on you, man. I got no idea about that, eh? Wouldn't have a bloody clue. Oh, good on you, Outback. Excellent. Outback Outlaw there, jumping on the bus. Hey, good on you, man. We'll throw that through there. Why not?
Jump on the bus. Spell bus backwards.
Spell bus backwards. There we go. Jump on the bus. I've got to ask you, I'm looking at the picture and it looks reasonable. How's it coming through for you blokes? Because, I mean, if you look at that, you can see that I've got a light over here. If I move forward, you'll see it as Smasher. There you go. So I got that light happening, and I got this one right in front of me here. There's a boom, right? So I got that going on, and this camera here. I played with this camera. I took it off and had a bit of a play, bit of a fiddle. I had a fiddle with the knob. I had a fiddle with my knob on the camera here. And felt good. Felt real good. Anyway, I've done some different settings, you see. And what I'm seeing with this particular camera, which is the GH5, it looks quite dark by comparison to the amount of freaking light I've got going on. So, and I have adjusted some other things. So anyway, it's up for me to learn and muck around and find out. We're all good. We're all good. White balance, ISO, frame rates. I wanted to just have a little bit of stuff in the background in focus as well as myself. So that's part of the reasoning as well. So that we can see Stewie's shirt down there and mine over there. And it looks pretty good and sort of okay there with myself. All good, all good. Remember, of course, folks, week in, week out.
Remember, hit that bell icon.
Yeah. And you too can be reminded of what we're up to here on the iSpike channel. Freaking awesome. Jimmy C and friends. Mars is there. They're good on you, Mars. Can you play Blues by Damn Brother? Stu asked, but I think you missed it. Okay, so what is the song I want to be played? Can you play Blues by Damn Brother? Who's Damn Brother? Mars? Yeah, I did miss it, and I'm not sure which song we're being asked to play. Happy to play it. If we just give me a description that is exactly the song you want. I don't know what Damn Brother is. I've never heard it or seen it. Sorry, Mars. Good on you. Looks good in Tennessee. Excellent. All right. Thanks, Matt, man. Good on you, mate. Cheers. Just waiting for that song to come through there. You too, Jimmy Bud. Excellent, excellent. Hey, Jimmy C and friends is down there. I was just seeing, there you go. I'm having a look now. Excellent. Welcome, Jimmy. Good on you, man. As you can see, reasonable house of awesomeness, people. Good to have you pop in, man. I appreciate it. Good on you. Not forgetting, of course, this one.
Enjoying the show.
That's it.
Thumbs up, mate.
Make it rain. Make it rain, folks. Yeah. Get it in there. Get it in there. Awesome. Yeah, play Blues by Damn. Who's Damn? It's the Matt Man. It's a Stu request. Who knows? Oh, good on you, Matt Man. Let's see, update. Biker's wife goes to Perth in 12th of October. Alrighty, for that one, for the operation, and I operate, blimey, retina dispatch. She could be. Oh no! Right, I hope everything is fine. Yeah. Blues by the Dam. Okay, the Dam. I've got to find the Dam. Who's the Dam? Jimmy C. Good on you, man. No worries. Good to see you too, sir. Yes. Let's see now. I'll go here. Alrighty. Yeah. A biker's wife. Prayers, thoughts, best wishes, which none of that you'll need, because it's just going to go perfectly fine and perfectly smooth. And we will think about you. On October the 12th, I'm going to write that down. And my pen here. Write that down, October the 12th. Don't worry, that damn blues will be coming. I will play it before the end of the show. Let's see, OCT 12th. Op. Cool. No worries. We'll put that there. And I'll make sure, like I did with Stewie, I'll get myself a candle as of starting the very next show. And I better write that down. Candle, CANDEL, because it worked for Stu really good. He's still kicking, and we will sort that out for a biker's wife's eye. No problem. and her operation. And of course, if I'm around and about, I've got to say g'day. If she's going to be down in town, I'll see how I can coordinate myself and see how much, what do they call it? Post operation, I guess, time that a biker's wife's going to be here, and I'll see if I can get me act together to get on down. Say g'day, hello, how you doing? Thank you, Outback Outlaw, for clearing that up. Good on you, mate. I don't have that one, so I got to get it. I'll put that into my computer to see if I've got it. To let you all know, looky what I've found. Don't worry, we're on the case, just leave it with me. Streaming, how would you say? Getting that off the internet and then putting it through my system and then bringing it back out to you guys is a little bit much for my little Wi-Fi hotspot. So what we do is we grab it, which I just did, and we can close that window completely. I'll go to my downloads and bam, we're going to get that song right after this song. So Blues by the Dam from Stewie Wood, and the Giants will be on right after this song. There you go. Hey, happy now? Happy, folks? Happy? What did you call it before, Stu? What did you call it before, Stu? It was golden something? Alrighty, folks. Well, it is a kick-ass song. Blues by the Dam, folks. It'll be coming on after this one. It will be the last song for the show. So we'll be hearing the whole song. It's a 7-minute song. We'll be hearing the song, but the last 5 minutes will be the outro. All right? So thanks very much, everyone, for being a part of today's show. Love you to bits. And thanks very much, Sam Buckley, for being our superstar mega guest on the iSpike show. Good on you, and thank you very much, Stuart. Hooroo, everyone. Hooroo, mates. righty. Thanks very much, everyone. We'll catch you later, eh? Hooroo! Hooroo! Yeah! From me and Scully. Scully and me. Here we go. Stewie Wood, Blues by the Dam.
Well, there's a red house over yonder. Lord, that's where my baby stays. I said, there's a red house over yonder. You know that's where my baby stays. Lord, I ain't been home to see my fuzzy-headed baby. You know, it seemed like 99 on 1/2 days. Yeah. You can play the blues for me, don't you? Ladies and gentlemen, come on. I said, wait a minute, something's wrong. You know this key, wanna lock this door. I said, wait a minute, something's wrong. Well, you know this key, wanna lock this door. Lord, it looks like my baby. It looks like my baby. She don't live here no more. She must have run off to Launceston with the nearest weird-looking guitar player she's seen. Yeah, play the blues, Margaret. minute something's wrong. It's Mark Gregg on the guitar there, ladies and gentlemen. You know, this key wanna lock this door, baby. I said, wait a minute, something's wrong. You know, this key wanna lock this door. Let it loose now, my baby. Looks like my baby, she don't live here no more. I want to hear Don Gadd play one more time. Play one more time, Don. Come on, Don. All right. I think I'll go way back over yonder. Way back over yonder, across that hill. Hey, Mark. I said, I think I'll go way back over yonder. Way back over yonder, across that hill. Cause see, my baby don't love me no more. I know her sister will. Yeah, baby, it's alright.